Welcome to Desk Trainer and to the Anat Baniel method. The Anat Baniel method is a scientifically based approach to helping people accomplish higher levels of performance and overcome injuries and limitations. Specifically, Desk Trainer is geared towards RSI, repetitive stress injuries. Let me demonstrate to you some of the ideas and what it looks like when you use the Anat Baniel method to overcome RSI-related injuries. Can be neck, shoulder, lower back pain, wrist, elbow. The typical areas can be eye fatigue. How do we use the Anat Baniel method and some of the principles that are behind it, and what really separates it from the more common stretching exercises. Everybody knows that exercising and movement is important, but what's left out, as far as I can tell with other approaches, is really what the brain needs to manage the body successfully and go past the enormous demand we place on our bodies and on ourselves by the way we work and lead our lives today. So for instance, I'll demonstrate something here on Joseph. So let's say someone has to lift their arms and type on a computer. So just lift your arms and imagine there is a keyboard in front of you. He does use the computer quite a lot. And he's going to type and type and type, right? And if you look at him right now, really the muscles that primarily work are, of course, the finger muscles, the forearm, and the shoulder muscles. Very little is happening in his back, in his pelvis, in his legs, and you might wonder, what does the back or pelvis have to do with what his fingers or shoulders are doing? So let me show you, demonstrate something else. Put down the arm, and just lift your left arm up without moving anything else. Now look, when Joseph is lifting the arm, which is a typical way that people do it, he's using primarily the neck muscles and the shoulder muscles to lift the arm. These are small muscles. These are muscles that are not supposed to do the powerful work of the body. They're just supposed to do a little bit of the work, and they're also supposed to be free to guide the arm to do fine movements. So it's true also for a musician. It's true also for somebody driving a car and moving the wheel of the car. So Joseph, move to the front of the chair, sit at the edge of the chair. Now Joseph knows this work, so I can have him quickly demonstrate the movements in the Desk Trainer animated lessons, guide the participant to discover how to do what I'm going to show you with Joseph. So first of all, I'm going to have Joseph slouch and lift the arm again and see how it's really just the neck muscles. You can look forward, but the neck muscles are lifting. Now, I'm going to ask Joseph to sit in to the front, and simply, if you see what he did, he rolled the pelvis forward. And a lot of people would say you should sit up, but they also tell people to pull their belly in, which is when you pull your belly in, you make it very hard for your back muscles to work. It's a neurophysiological phenomena. And also, you make it that your pelvis can hardly move. So I'm going to tell Joseph to actually keep his belly free, and to simply lift his right hip off the table and put it back. And I'll do it light and back. Now see what happens. And I'm pushing on his spine, which is something that the movement lessons would have had him do anyway. And when I'm pressing like this, look what his left shoulder does. And look that when he does that, to lift the arm becomes really easy. So that minor little movement, the brunt of the work now is done with his back muscles. It's distributed proportionally through the back and to the arm. When you do that, you can do movements with your arm over and over again in many, many ways. For instance, violin players, definitely computer users. And not only you don't get pain, but actually you get better at it because you're doing it in a way that the brain can use your whole body to give you the specific outcome you're looking for. So that's one example of how this work That's right. You see, so when he lifts it, and by the way, right now, because I demonstrated on him, his left side is more responsive than his right side. Even though he's trying to do both, you see when he lifts the left side, it's not quite as responsive because his brain now, the brain, as you probably all know, now has been proven to have enormous plasticity, and the changes are within seconds, not days, not hours, not months, but seconds. And they build one on top of the other. So you get a live, well-connected, creative brain that self-corrects the person so that people don't sink into a rut and gradually injure themselves, lose energy, lose vitality, and really in a small ways die a little bit more every day. We like live, happy people. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this introduction is helpful to you. If you have more questions that you'd like to ask, you may go to desk-trainer.com and email us, and we'll be happy to answer any more questions you might have. Or if you want to know more about the Anat Baniel method, you may go to anatbanielmethod.com. If you want to see more videos or do some movement lessons of the Anat Baniel method, you can go to anatbanielmethod.com/videos. Or if you'd like to join the Desk Trainer program, we'd love you to do that. And again, you can sign up to Desk Trainer on desk-trainer.com. Thank you very much.